using a laptop as your lighting. Wow, I'm really tired. Ugh. I filmed a really awful introduction and now I'm making it again. Yeah. Basically, I get a lot of questions about how I look sometimes. The questions that I get are questions like, how did your body look the way it does? What's your diet? What's your workout routine? Everybody's body is different. Everybody has different genetics. Everybody does different things growing up. As far as like what shapes your body, I grew up an athlete. I played soccer for 10 years, ran track for 4 years. My body, from the time I was very young, I've been doing sports. So I grew up with, no curves. I was gaining muscle from how much sports I was playing. I didn't have boobs at all, like literally washboards.
If you broke, go to work. Make that big booty work. Make that big booty work.
Like I was getting the typical flat chest jokes. All my friends got boobs before I did. Everyone in my middle school was just all over each other and I had absolutely no idea why. I was like, you don't even have the parts necessary to feel this way. I was super anti-boy. Went into high school. I continued to play sports this entire time. All my development was super delayed, whether it was boobs or whatever else happens during puberty. I don't want to talk about it. All the way up until my senior year of high school, I started to mature a little bit. I guess. I've gone through phases where I've tried to diet, it doesn't work, and I've gone through phases where I felt like I ate a lot of food because I eat when I'm bored. I'm a bored eater. I didn't gain or lose a lot of weight doing either of those things. Like my body just kind of has like a level it likes to stay at because I'm very active. So I don't really lose weight and I don't really gain weight. And there's definitely things that like make it look different. I don't really have a diet even to this day. So I don't eat unhealthy, but I don't eat super clean. I'm allergic to all nuts, anaphylactically in case you guys didn't know, so it's kind of hard to be vegan or vegetarian for me. I'm also allergic to vitamin C, which I know is like super random, but it actually weakens my immune system. Anytime I eat fruit, pressed juices.
That apple juice, that juice, that corn juice, that roof juice, that grass juice, all types.
My throat gets insanely itchy. My whole mouth goes numb. I get tired after I eat it because my body's trying to fight it off. I eat a lot of carbs, especially because I work out. This works out and it's not the worst thing in the world. Now my diet, I changed a lot because I used to eat a lot of food growing up, especially because I was working out so much. I was literally working out 4 hours a day between the gym and practice and like everything that I was doing because I ran track competitively and I was gonna go to school for it. I ran in national track meets all over the country, eating a lot of food, drinking a lot of water, running all the time, and I was jacked. Like literally, it's pretty bad now. It's pretty weak. I still have a lot of muscle from when I ran. Kind of. Didn't have any waist. It was like straight. Didn't have any boobs. It was pecs. I will say this. Track and field, soccer, sports that use your legs, develop your ass. The muscle memory from sports has helped me so much past high school. I still work out, but in different ways. So basically, I was jacked. And then when I started getting into modeling, I was like, wow, this is not gonna work. Like I have to change something. Everyone was telling me to lose weight and I didn't want to lose weight and I didn't really want to like lose muscle either. I thought that I looked fine and like I didn't want to look super thin, but I also wanted to look less bulky. I have like lean, strong muscle instead of bulky, heavy lifting type muscle. I went through that stage of my life where I enjoyed working out and did it excessively and pushed my body's limits, and I became one of the best at what I did with track. That time of my life was over and I wanted to change style with my body and like how I ate, what I ate, when I ate, how I worked out. So I was consciously trying to change the way my body looked. Eating around as many times a day as I still did. I ate 4 times a day, but like changing the portion sizes just because once I started traveling out of the United States, I saw how massive the portions were here and like you really don't need to eat an obscene amount of food every time you sit down, because I was being force-fed like huge amounts of food and I just really didn't need that. Still full, but I wasn't overly full. Chipotle.
Oh my god, I love Chipotle.
I had Chipotle every day for many days. I'd eat half the bowl, save the rest for later. Yeah, the snacks, I like to snack on hummus, cucumbers, like things that are kind of healthy. I can literally have an entire meal and be hungry exactly 10 minutes later. So that's a problem. I don't know if any of this makes sense right now. Oh my god. There are a couple fruits that I eat like that don't mess me up as much. Pineapples, oranges, stuff like that that really messes me up. I can do strawberries, I can do blueberries, blackberries. Really love bread. I'm obsessed with bread. It's my favorite. Literally, Panera Bread, hire me. In between that, you know, I'm obsessed with making smoothies that are like not really smoothies. I'll put ice and frozen fruit like strawberries and the berries I talked about, and I'll blend it up with orange juice. That's it. Like literally it's nothing. It's just like fruit and juice. And I'm a bored eater, so I've had to find a way to be able to bored eat because I've tried to stop and honestly I can't. It's very depressing. I don't know what's going on. But any homes food situation, I just want to say that I don't ever believe that you should eat less to look better. I think that you can change the way you eat, and working out helps a lot too. Like, I am a very active person. I'm doing something every single day. Just going out and being active and socializing, or I'm hiking to the edge of a cliff. Like, some days I am literally nonstop adventuring, and some days I'm just walking around hanging out with friends. If you guys pay attention to my Instagram at all, I've literally posted every single day for the past year and a half, I think. You know, I'm not going to the gym, I'm not lifting weights, but am I taking thousands of steps, thousands of flight miles? Dancing, swimming, hiking, surfing, yes. For the most part, I'm still pretty, like, I'm young-ish, so I can be a little lenient with stuff. I am a big fan of coffee ice cream. Anyways, this video is awful and I'm so tired, and I don't know if any of that was helpful for anyone, but I was so insecure for so long because I was so muscular. Even to this day, I still am. I hated my legs. I had huge thighs and I loved it for sports, but nothing else outside of that. Guys always told me like I was muscular. Like, it's crazy because I've never looked like this before, and it's just from changing how I ate. Some people talk about being skinny, some people talk about being overweight, and I have like an athletic body type, and I know a lot of girls that have natural athletic body types that are super insecure because it's more boyish looking, because I'm not curvy, but I'm not a twig. I'm just thick. Like, I'm muscular, super broad shoulders. I have like a really wide rib cage, like better V-line than most dudes. It's not something to be ashamed about because I'm healthy and strong. I'm able to do these hikes, I'm able to surf, I'm able to free dive, I'm able to do all this amazing stuff. It's not about showing off your body, it's about like the freedom that it represents, you know? So no matter what your body type is, literally just embrace it. This was just a video about my body type and what I've dealt with, but I've had a lot of friends who naturally are very, very skinny and they're super insecure about that. And I have friends who are so curvy, they just like can't see how beautiful they are, and everybody wants what they can't have. Curves wants to be thin, thin wants to be curved. I don't think there's like one body type that's supposed to be the right one. I just think it's like whatever you're born with, and I think growing into loving your body is what's important. Anyways, that's my story time advice video at 2:16 in the morning. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm gonna start trying to do vlogs like this more. You guys can actually like hear me talk and see me do things. I love you guys. Thank you for watching.